Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hootmoney here with another video for you guys. Today we're going to be going over Lcid, Lucid Motors, the sympathy play to Tesla that is now at a new all-time high, seeing parabolic runs. Lucid Motors, as I speak, is at $34 per share. I made a video a while back about a price target of $30 a share, as well as an additional added short squeeze. So this will be the follow-up video on that, and I think things are looking very good. If you guys don't mind hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel down below, that would be very much appreciated. Liking the video is the #1 way to help me out here on this channel. So all likes, all subscriptions, very highly appreciated. If you guys wanted to join me for the market close live streams, as well as hit those trade alerts, I send you guys all my trade alerts. Hit the join button down below, or hit that card in the top right corner of your screen right now to join the community, the Hoot fam. Anyways, we're going to be getting into the chart of Lucid Motors. As you guys can see, we have the daily chart for Lcid, Lucid Motors, Lucid Group, and you see this parabolic run into today's trading day. Now, we're chilling at a nice overbought RSI at 76, as well as a MACD that is slowly but surely pushing up. So the MACD is looking a little underwhelming on the daily chart, but it has some of the highest volume that we have seen since it really dipped down to about $16 per share. Now, like I said before, this line, this horizontal line, has been in here for a bit now. My price target was about $30 per share. We hit that today, so it's time to reevaluate Lucid and see where it could go from here. Now, you might have noticed we have a new line up here at around $36 per share, so I believe that's where Lucid will likely be able to find some resistance before it can consolidate and have its next leg up. So let's just move to the hourly chart. So as you guys can see, we have the price target now of hitting about $36 per share. It might come down a little bit, it might not get all the way up there right away, but I do believe it will consolidate in this channel before it makes another leg up. Another thing is that there's all of these call options that are now in the money for Lucid. So as of yesterday, Lucid was at about $27 per share. So the only call options that were in the money were the ones above where I have my cursor right now. So 26 and below, these ones. But now we have 27 that is now in the money, 28 now in the money. All of these going up to $34 per share because Lucid is at $34 per share. So with that being said, an additional 11,000, 24,000, 13,000, 26,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, and 2,000 call options are in the money, which is an insane amount of open interest, which could lead to a gamma squeeze going into tomorrow, October 29th. So that means there should be likely a lot of buying pressure because of the derivatives market and the gamma squeeze. That also means that after tomorrow's trading date, so after 10/29 right here, we should be getting some less volatility in Lucid stock. So going back out to the daily, we have it consolidating underneath $36 per share, and then if you can catch it anywhere near $30 per share, I believe that will be a good place to pick up shares for its next leg up. And if we can get shares at around $30 per share, that would be a huge point, because if it does leg up and it breaks out of the $36 channel, then it'll go into somewhat of a price discovery mode, and there's a huge gap to fill up to $50 per share. So how I plan on playing this is that do nothing now. You don't buy, you don't sell right now. If you have shares, you don't sell. If you don't have shares, you don't buy. You wait for the consolidation back to around $30 per share. If you're impatient, get it around $31 to $32 per share. Okay? And then once you pick up some new shares, then you can wait, because if it goes over $36 per share, then it goes into price discovery mode. It has a huge gap to fill up to about $50 per share. Now, we also got the news that they're going to start delivering EVs on October 30th. So Lucid is now going to be a company that has revenue. If you look at their financial statements, here's their quarterly financial statements. They don't have any revenue. They are a pre-revenue company. This is going to change. They are going to start selling vehicles. So the fundamentals of Lucid are changing as we speak. And there was tons of insider buying as of yesterday. These forms were filed as of yesterday. So with the fundamental changes in Lucid, the insider buying, there are tons of reason to believe that Lucid can continue to climb in price even after Friday's gamma squeeze. You can also see that Tesla is at $1,070 per share, which is its all-time high essentially. And I do believe that Lucid is probably the most attractive competitor to Tesla than any other company that is traded on the stock market. So if Lucid is the sympathy play to Tesla, it has all this fundamental value going for it, it has insider buying, I do think that we can potentially get that spike up to about $50 per share. But again, I'd say to wait for some consolidation before making any entries on it. If you guys wanted to check out this charting software, I'm going to throw the promotion on the screen right now to sign up for it. It is WeBull Desktop. If you open an account with them, you can get up to $300 in free stock just for signing up. And you can also get up to an additional $2,000 in free stock if you deposit at least a penny on their platform. So you deposit 1 penny from your bank account, you can get up to $2,000 in free stock. So it's definitely worth checking out. It's almost like hitting the lottery, and as you guys can see, it has pretty much everything for technical analysis, news, option chains, order flow, data, everything you need basically to do great analysis on a stock. So it's definitely worth checking out and at least having a small account, in my opinion. And with all that being said, let's just get right back into the video. So you can see right here, as of October 22nd, all of these people, all of these insiders acquired more of Lucid stock, and this was yesterday. The A stands for acquired, the D stands for disposed. So they all acquired stock. They all got 11,206 more stock, and I believe this could also be a reason for Lucid rallying today. Now we're looking at the Lucid Ortex data because there is a potential for a short squeeze. Now, as you guys can see, the cost to borrow is very, very low. The utilization is also pretty low. And we are going to be doing a small recap on what happened in the past before we get into this analysis. But you guys can see there's currently 46 million shares currently being shorted. So there's a good chance that you can get an extra push if these 46 million shorts do decide to cover. You can also see that the days to cover is decently high. So if these shorts are forced into covering, they get margin called, or they just want to protect their investment, then it'll take them almost 2 days to cover. So as you guys can see here, we have the utilization for Lucid. It started back in September at around 99%. About 100%. You can't really get much higher than that. Then the utilization dropped off a cliff as there was a short squeeze in Lucid. It got to a low of about 65% utilization, and this essentially means that all of the shares available to be shorted, there are only 65% of them being shorted, meaning another 35% are available to be shorted. Well, now at the same time, utilization started going back up, and then once it started rallying again, utilization started going back down. There are still about 70% of shorts that have still not covered. So there's definitely still the added possibility of a short squeeze. And you can also see that before the last short squeeze push, the cost to borrow was only 3%. So in order for Lucid to short squeeze, it doesn't really need a huge cost to borrow. You can also see that since the beginning of October, Lucid's average age on loan has been going up, and we're now currently at almost 30 average age on loan. So the average short has had Lucid Motors shorted for about 27 days. So just looking at the chart, we're at the highest point since March. So pretty much every single short is now losing money if they're still in Lucid Motors. And you guys can see there's only a teensy-weensy teensy bit of price action where shorts could have possibly made money, and that was back here from the $40 to $60 range. So if Lucid can hold, not only will they get a gamma squeeze going into tomorrow, but also a potential short squeeze. Here we have the whale option flow. You guys can see the filters of $10,000 or more, ask side only, and we can see what exactly the whales are doing. We're just scrolling through everything real quick. You can see already that it is pretty bullish. There's about 90% bullish premium. So of the whales that have bought calls or puts, 90% of them are buying calls. And looking at the expiration dates and the strike price, they're going for either the 11.5 or the 10.29, so they're going for that gamma squeeze expiration date. So these whales are going for a little bit of a YOLO bet here, and they're also targeting the $30 strike price as well as the $35 strike price. So if we can get a gamma squeeze by tomorrow that pushes us well over that $35 strike price, we could potentially be ready for our next leg up, as I have this resistance point at about $36 per share. Looking at the historical options flow measures for LCID, you guys can see right here we have some of the highest call option volume today already that we've had since May. Now it's only 12:14 p.m. so market still has about 4 more hours left in it. So this is the highest call option volume we've seen in months. There's definitely probably going to be a gamma squeeze going into tomorrow. You can also see right here that we have some of the highest dark pool that we have seen in months in Lucid, and the dark pool volume is likely coming from buying on the dark pool, selling on the lit markets, adding a sell wall to the level 2 data, and therefore suppressing the price down to keep some of these call options out of the money, because there's an enormous open interest going into 10.29, meaning that the people that wrote those contracts have to deliver shares. So using the dark pool is definitely a way that market makers and big money suppresses the price of a stock when they have to deliver a bunch of shares. And if we scroll down a little bit, you guys can see that the biggest option trades recently are pretty much all bullish besides for one, and that was a selling of a call option. So you don't even know if the person here is necessarily a bear. They could have just been selling a call option that they bought a while ago. You can also see that the biggest one was selling a put for $28 per share. So they're essentially betting that by February 18th, 2022, Lucid will be over $28 per share. So again, if you're able to get in around $30 per share, this huge put option would imply that you're only going to really get a $2 downside if you can get in around $30 per share. So that's about it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We actually did call out Lucid when it was at $30 per share for hitting my price target on my live stream this morning, and I go live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the market opens. So make sure you guys hit that bell, hit those post notifications down below next to the subscribe button so you don't miss it. That's completely free, but we also have members only market close live streams as well as trade alerts, which you can hit the card up there in the upper right hand corner right now if you guys wanted to join that as well. And yeah, like the video. Liking the video is the #1 thing you can do to help me out here on this channel. I'm excited for Lucid Motors going into tomorrow. It's going to be epic. There's definitely a little bit of a gamma squeeze going on, and we can also potentially see a short squeeze push if we can hold. I'm looking for that $36 price level. $35 price level is being heavily traded as well, and the call options expiring tomorrow. So it's going to be great. I'm excited to see where Lucid is to come. I do think it's the best sympathy play and the biggest competitor to Tesla. So Tesla's $1 trillion market cap, Lucid could potentially take a decent chunk away from that because it is about 20 times cheaper than Tesla at the current moment, and it's their #1 competitor in my opinion. So with all that being said, that's about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will be seeing you guys next time, and have a wonderful day. Peace.